Hi Cancer, welcome to Wine of the Night Tarot. I'm Shabana and I'm here to do your message from Spirits read for July. While this is for July, please note that time and energy are fluid, so anytime you come across this reading is the right time for you to receive these messages. Now, these messages could come to you from anyone in the spirit world. This could be a recently departed loved one who is in the spirit realm. These messages could be from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, from your spirit animals, or from any energy that you connect with and consider holy. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate with every single Cancer out there. If that is the case, please do check your other prominent signs like your moon, your Venus, your rising, and your north node. If it does resonate, please do give it a thumbs up. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting next. And please leave me a comment. I would love to know what you think. One more thing that I needed to say, and I seem to be forgetting right now. Yes, for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for all your wonderful support. Every one of your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and your comments really helps me grow the channel and to get Spirit's message out there to all of you. Okay, Cancer, let's get started with your read. Let's pull your spirit animal card and see. Okay, that was quick. Do we want this? Yes, we do. We have the lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. All right, Cancer. It's a nice roaring beginning for you. All right, let's take a look at your soul's journey cards. All right, I think we have more than one. Yes, we do. We have two. We have discipline and we have gratitude. That's nice. Lovely energy to be in. Just move this back a little so we can have some space. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your Moonology message. All right, for Cancer, please. Oops. Yes. Yes. Okay, we have a win-win outcome is forecast and communication is key. And let's get a chakra message for you, Cancer. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. And I have been asked to look at the bottom of the deck. I'm not always guided to look at the bottom of the deck of oracle cards, but when I am, it's because Spirit has an additional message for you, and your message is dreams. Okay, there is a lot of astral activity around at the moment. We have planets in retrograde. We have the galactic year that has started as our sun moves into Sirius, known as our spiritual sun. So yes, the dream space is very active for a lot of us, where a lot of messages come down to us when we are not being controlled by our conscious mind. Okay, let's get your tarot out, Cancer, and then we can get into your read. Okay. Okay. Something flipped over there. Okay. Right, and we want this. Okay, I'm doing the cross of truth, Cancer. I'll move everything across so you can take a better look. I will hold the cards up to the camera, however I place the cards only as I am guided to, so you might see some cards come out and they haven't been placed immediately. That's because I wait for guidance as to where they need to go. Yes? Like this? All right. Okay. Okay. How do we want this? Yes. All right. Okay, Cancer. We have your cards out. Okay, I have been guided to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and I have been asked to take one more card, which I have done. Ooh, okay, Cancer. All right, I have done the cross of truth, like I mentioned. So we have your current energy, which is the artist in the reverse. We have the energies that are opposing you or your challenge, which is the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Cups. We have the energy that is supporting you, which is the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Cups as your hopes and fears, and we have the Empress as your potential outcome. Now, I say potential outcome because we all have free will and we can choose to allow Spirit to guide us, or we can turn away from the path. It is always in our hands. All right, Cancer. Okay, let's get started with your read. We have the Lion Spirit. We are in Leo season, so I'm not surprised to see this card come out. You're being asked to be generous of spirit. You might have been feeling a little low. You might have been feeling like things weren't moving in the right direction for you, or you were feeling a little stuck, you were feeling a little stagnant. You might have been looking for guidance and not receiving it at the moment. So things might have not really gone your way. And when that happens, sometimes we tend to get very closed in, we tend to get very negative, we tend to get a little dejected, we tend to drop our vibration into a slightly lower or a very low vibrational energy. Again, this is not criticism, this is a very human way of us dealing with disappointments, with things not going our way, with inconveniences, with anything that we feel has wronged us, which can make us a little closed off, it can make us a little petty, it can make us a little wow, I'm never usually struggling for words, but I'm looking for a word that is the opposite of generous, and I don't mean selfish. If you guys can get the word, please let me know in the comments, but I'm just going to say ungenerous and small at the moment. And when we are small of spirit, when we focus solely on ourselves and on everything that has gone wrong and on everything that has people that have wronged us, situations that have wronged us. This is also very, very real at the moment for a lot of us because of the pandemic. People have lost jobs, people have had to take pay cuts, people have struggled to make ends meet, and people have even had to deal with medical situations, hospitalizations, and even losing loved ones. So it's difficult sometimes to be generous, to give of ourselves when we are faced with adversity. So when you're asked to be generous of spirit, Cancer, you're not only being asked to be generous for other people, you're also being asked to be generous to yourself. Because when we're in situations of adversity, our internal dialogue can get very harsh, very negative, very difficult with ourselves. We can be very, very cruel to ourselves. And that is all in the spirit of trying to get us to soldier on or get tough or just deal with it. But that's not always the best way to be. We also have the number 37, which reduces to a 10, which is the number of endings in the tarot. So allow whatever low vibrational energy you might have been trapped in to leave. Allow things to come up for release. I believe I mentioned that we have a lot of planetary activity at the moment. We have 5 major planets in retrograde. We have the galactic new year with Sirius and our sun aligning. So there is a lot of change, a lot of change. Your soul journey messages are of discipline, and it says I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And Cancer, if you set your mind to focusing on the negative, you will drop your vibration into a low vibrational phase, and the universe has no choice but to mirror that vibration back to you. So if you expect things to go wrong, they will, because the law of attraction cannot come into play until you sit in a higher vibrational energy. And the highest vibrational energy, the energy of the heart chakra that you can sit in, is the energy of gratitude. And your message is, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. Because although it might be difficult to see it when we're in the thick of it, it's really easy to see it in hindsight or as a third person. But when we go through a difficult lesson, there is always a blessing attached to it. It is just up to us, when we are ready, when we have found that sweet spot of evolution, that we accept the blessing, learn the lesson, and release whatever needs to be released. And gratitude is honestly, like I said, one of the highest vibrations we can operate in, and it will not only help bring clarity, it helps bring surrender, and it really helps you raise your vibration in order to draw in abundance. Okay, we have two messages from your Moonology cards. We have communication is key. That is the new moon in Gemini. We have both air signs, in fact, in your Moonology. If there is something on your mind, if there is something in your heart, if you are feeling and thinking something, you need to communicate it, whether it's to yourself, whether it's to people around you, whoever and whatever this situation is that you're dealing with. This could be in a job situation, this could be in regards to relationships. They don't have to be romantic, they could be relationships with a partner, a spouse, a friend, a sibling, a parent, whatever. You need to open up and talk about what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what is happening, because if the more you keep it in, people aren't going to be able to read you, and that is when misunderstandings occur. And if you do communicate, whatever the situation is, it will be brought into balance. There will be fairness for everyone, and everybody will benefit from this conversation. So whatever it is that you have, that you feel you need to talk about, Cancer, think it through, open up, and communicate it. Your chakra messages are your root chakra and your third eye chakra. Like I mentioned, there is a lot of intuitive downloads coming down from the universe at the moment. There's a lot of astral activity going on. There's a lot of connection to your higher self. And paying attention to your dreams, listening to your intuition, opening up your third eye chakra, communicating with your higher self. I did mention that sometimes people find it difficult to sit down and meditate because the conscious mind is difficult to quiet. If there's too much going on, if there's too much chatter in your mind, you might not be able to reach that meditative space. You might not be able to reach your intuitive communication with your higher self, which is why our higher self and our spirit guides tend to communicate to us with our dreams. In our dreams, our conscious mind is silenced, it is quiet, it is asleep, and it is really our subconscious mind that tends to take over. So pay attention to your dreams, because it is this that will bring you into balance. Whatever is making you feel a little out of balance, this is the root chakra. This is also where we store a lot of our past trauma, a lot of childhood trauma. We also store our identity, a lot of our philosophies here. So what you're being asked to do is release what no longer serves you. With the retrogrades, there is a lot of karmic release happening. There is a lot of purge happening. Allow what wants to leave, and retain what it is that is essential to you. And finding this balance is really what will help you. You could try guided meditations for your root chakra, for your third eye chakra. You could also look to active meditations, walking, exercise, playing a musical instrument, just listening to music, coloring in mandala coloring books. All of that is a form of active meditation that quietens the conscious mind and allows us to tap into our intuition and our subconscious. Your current energy, Cancer, is the artist in reverse. Now, the artist is an extra energy that the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck provides us, and it is the energy of co-creating with spirit. It is the energy of not letting 3D practical matters overwhelm us and get in the way so much that we forget what it is that we need to satisfy our soul and to walk on our soul path. Now, that's not always an easy balance to strike, especially when we do have to exist in the 3D. We do have to provide, we do have to be practical, we do have to survive, we have to thrive, we have to look after people. So you might be feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment. You might be feeling that, yes, okay, fine, I'm doing my duty, I'm doing what's expected of me, but I'm still feeling empty, I'm still feeling unhappiness. There's literally that void inside me, and I really don't know how to fill it. So that being your current energy, I am going to clarify it. Why is the artist here? The Cancer in, okay. Yep, there is a feeling of imbalance. You are going to come into balance, but right now you are in a state of imbalance. We do have the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles. You are feeling unbalanced, you are feeling stuck, you're feeling like your ships haven't come in, they are in the harbor, but until you strike this balance, until you find alignment within yourself, they're not going to be able to come towards you. And what you need to do for that is to change your perspective. We have the Hanged One, the Hangman in some decks. I'd like to point out here that the tarot does not read gender as binary, male, female, he, she, man, woman, masculine, feminine are all energies that are being read through the tarot. So you could identify as masculine, feminine, or even gender fluid. So what you're being asked to do really is to find a change in perspective, is to when you're in a situation of discomfort, that is the time where you start questioning. That is when you feel growth. That is when things start to move in the right direction for you, because when we're in our comfort zone, there is no growth for us, not spiritual, not mental, and not physical. So because you feel like you're not co-creating, because you feel this push and pull, this tug, this imbalance between your spiritual side and your practical side, you're being asked to gain enlightenment by allowing yourself to look at things from a different perspective. If the way you have always handled things is not in your best interest, then you need to change the way you look at things. All right, what are the energies or the challenges that you're facing? What is getting in your way? We have the Six of Cups and we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Now the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of wanting to move to a simpler time, childhood memories, a hankering for the past, wanting to return to things when we perceived them as being better or perfect or happy. The only problem with nostalgia is nostalgia blocks us from seeing the truth, because we don't see the reality of the situation. What we see is what we want, what we remember, and we only remember the good things. So while wanting to go back to the past, it's impossible. It's also a drain on your energy. It honestly doesn't serve any purpose, and what it's doing is putting you into an energy of mental conflict. We have the Five of Swords. Your logical mind is telling you you need to move on. Your emotional nature, you are a water sign, is holding you stuck in the past, and releasing that past, releasing everything is what is going to take you forward. But because you're unable to, sitting in the past, sitting in this past energy honestly is making you feel hollow, is making you feel like you don't know how to move on, and it is giving you quite a bit of mental anguish. in your hopes and fears, we have the Eight of Cups. You're afraid to move on from the situation. Maybe you're afraid that what's coming next is going to be hard, is going to be tough, is going to be unfulfilling. But sitting in a past energy is not helping you either. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse again. At the bottom of the clarifying deck. So there is synchronicity for you in this read. Fear of walking away, not being sure you want to walk away. You need to overcome this mental confusion, this mental strife, and make a decision to walk away from whatever is emotionally depleting you, whatever does not serve you. Yes, the road ahead might be rocky. Yes, there might be obstacles in your path, but the moon is going to light your way. It is going to show you the path and what is right for you, because this current energy of sitting in the past really is not going to work out well for you. And if you are feeling that way, you need to communicate it. You need to talk about it. Maybe even journal. If you're in a situation where you're not entirely sure, you can't articulate it to somebody else or even to yourself, journaling is a great way of trying to gather your thoughts, your emotions, putting them down on paper, and having a process to decipher them. What's working in your favor? We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He only makes a move when he has a solid, strong, stable offer. So you're moving slowly towards your stability. You're coming out of the Two of Pentacles and you are going into the Knight of Pentacles energy. So yes, it will be slow. It will take time. It's not always going to be easy. But in order for you to gain your stability, it's one step in front of the other. It's taking baby steps to your final outcome. So the Knight of Pentacles is here to tell you that it's time to start taking those steps slow and steady. You move towards even financial stability. You move towards alignment and stability within yourself. And your potential outcome is more stability, is the beautiful energy of the Empress. This is Venus in Taurus, the beginnings of manifestation. This could be a new entrepreneurial venture that you're looking to invest in or to start. This could be a new relationship, either with somebody else or even with yourself. This is you feeling empowered. This is you feeling back in balance. This is you coming out of an energy of imbalance and finding your stride again, finding your authentic truth again, and living it and speaking it and not being afraid of who you are. And it's beautiful because you have the Lion who's looking right at the Empress, and she sits between discipline and gratitude and generosity, and that really is a wonderful potential outcome for you, Cancer. All right, I am going to pull a final message for you from from the Divine Abundance card, and it says your message is right now. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled at each moment. And this for me really is very representative of the hanged one energy. It's about finding your zen, finding your center, finding your space, even if you're feeling a little topsy-turvy at the moment, even if you're feeling stuck in limbo at the moment. This is really the call of the hour. It's staying in the present moment, not worrying about what's going to happen in the future, not wanting to go back to the past, but really sitting in an energy of Zen in the present moment and making it happen for you. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. Please do let me know if this read resonated. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this read went for you. Thank you for being here with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.